All right, let's hop into some Big 12 basketball from last night. Baylor getting it done against UCF on the road, and our friends from West Virginia finding a way to beat Cincinnati at home. Look, I just told you Cincinnati's top 35 in the country in Ken Palm, top 35 in the country in net as well. They're not just one of the best teams in the Big 12. From a metric standpoint, from an analytic standpoint, they are one of the top teams in the country. When there are 360 teams and you're the top 35, that is in the category of March Madness. That is in the, like, we start talking about teams that are good to great, that could possibly make noise in March Madness when we get in the top 35, and less of the bubble. And they just lost on the road to West Virginia, showing that West Virginia has put it together. They're 3-5 in Big 12 play, especially when you compare it to Oklahoma State. That's good. West Virginia only put up 23 points in the first half, down 27-23, and said, you know what? Who cares? Jesse Edwards, dog. From the Netherlands, 6'11", 240. This is, I feel like I turn my TV on a lot in Big 12 play and find a new guy that I just like watching play basketball. Edwards has become one of those guys. Sure, he can be frustrating at times, but he's become one of those guys, the hustle, the effort guy. Raekwon Battle, obviously, as good as you can probably get. Like, the fact that Raekwon Battle is balling out for West Virginia makes them dangerous in any matchup, especially in Morgantown, where I have talked about it's tough to play. West Virginia fans had nothing to do with what Bob Huggins did. West Virginia fans have had nothing to do with the slight the athletic department has gotten, with the struggles the athletic department has been subject to over the course of the last year or more. They are so passionate. They are one of the most devoted fan bases in the Big 12, and I hate how low we all put West Virginia in our Big 12 rankings in football or basketball or anything, but it's kind of where West Virginia has to go by virtue of what the athletic department has done, of what their coaches, of the situation that adults have put the students in, the situation that adults have put the fan base in. Not good. But they won. And nights like last night, wins like last night, show me that West Virginia is still a program of force to be reckoned with. You go to like Kentucky. Kentucky lost to Florida at home yesterday. Unranked Florida beating number 10 Kentucky at Rupp Arena. And West Virginia got to win at home. No win is safe this year in college basketball. No team is safe. No team is above anybody else. And West Virginia still got it done. Nicely done, guys. For Baylor against UCF. For UCF, you've got to close this game out. This is one where you deserve to win the game for a majority of the game. And majority meaning about the first 5-ish minutes into the second half, you're thinking, oh, wow, UCF has led pretty much the whole way, all but 15 seconds. Loved what we saw again from Darius Johnson, 23, 7, and 10 in his 36 minutes on the floor. He was a stud. And for Baylor, it was Langston Love and company that found a way. Eve Messi that found a way. Eve Messi just rattling the dunk. I mean, rattling the rim with multiple dunks. The guy is legit. 77-69, the final score for Baylor to get the win. For Baylor, defensively in the second half, the ability to match scoring, consistent scoring with solid defense is something Baylor has not done. When they go on a run offensively, they tend to allow you to do the exact same because the defense for Baylor is not great. And we saw UCF shoot the three ball. If you watched the game, you saw UCF shoot the three ball, and you thought, at what point will Baylor face an opponent this year and they won't let them have three-point success? UCF was 14-27, 52% from three, and still lost this game. Shot 54% as a team overall. 1 for 7 from the free throw line certainly doesn't help your case. You make your free throws, this game could be a lot different. For Baylor, the defense is still not there. For Baylor, Ray J. Dennis going 4 for 7 from the free throw line is not there. 9 for 20 from three is there. That can get it done. 47% shooting is there. You can get it done with that. Only 26 rebounds for the Bears in a game that played slower than the 77-69 score. Do I believe in Scott Drew and the Bears? Still holding out a little bit. 4-3 in Big 12 play. You get the road win, which is big. They started 0-3 in Big 12 play last year. To me, this is still a team that has bounced in the second round of the NCAA tournament. At least you made it to the NCAA tournament. They can compete, but matchup dependent. I mean, if they get a Marquette in round 2 of the NCAA tournament, I think it's going to be really tough for Baylor to compete. If they get a strong, a physical Big East team, it's going to be tough for Baylor to compete. They'll win round 1. They'll blow out round 1. They'll likely fall around the 4, the 5 seed mark. based on what their schedule looks like in Big 12 play. And again, round one, yes, you're good, but depending on your matchup in round two, I know Marquette's going to be much, much higher than that. Baylor wouldn't see them in round two, but maybe you get a Creighton, and that's just not going to go well. A Creighton-like team, I think Marquette and Creighton will both be higher than playing, well, I don't know. They could be a 4 seed. That could make sense, a 5 and a 4. Yeah, if you're Baylor, I think round two is going to be tough. You need to keep winning. I need more consistency from Ray J. Dennis, which I've needed all season if you want to win for Baylor. I blanks in love. I don't know if he's earned a starting spot, but what a spark off the bench, and what another really solid night. 5 for 7 from 3. That dude is good. I didn't think he was going to be that good this season. He is good. And just stinks for them that every day Jonathan Chawa cannot be a bigger contributor. But yeah, not bad. I like the West Virginia one. Sorry, Cincinnati. And then Baylor, I went there. So good for you guys. For UCF, you're still good at basketball. Got to win your home games. This has been It Always Will Be. Come back tomorrow. Let's talk some Utah. Let's talk some football. Let's talk football schedule. Locked on. Thanks for making it your first listen every single day. Dose Grande.